What is up, everybody? We are here on the Brothers Keeper podcast. A little bit more of a metal thing going on here, because your boy got a copy strike warning, but we're here. We are here. I really hope I have this configured the right way. Let me just double check something out real quick. Yep. All right. So, yep. Man, your boy got a copy strike warning. I think it was Jubilee. I'm not really sure what it was. I'm not sure if it was. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know. I literally did the stream like a couple of days ago. I was hype about it. It was a pretty good stream. We reacted to some Jubilee things, me and my brother. And I'm pretty sure it was Jubilee that copy striked us because I heard there was a lot of stuff going on with them and them not wanting creators to react to their things. But it's in between that or the Law and Order thing. So instead of that, we'll just be using the random, the random gavel. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, other than that, I mean, I've had a pretty good week. I hope you guys have had one too. I've been off for now it's my second day off. So yeah, let's give a round of applause to that. Second day off. Currently right now we have the Washington Commanders versus the Eagles. They're playing right now. They just started the game. For those of you who are watching now, you obviously know that. And if you don't, then yeah. But yeah, back to the copyright stuff. So I learned that I can have my YouTube studio open and kind of monitor that because they said they were sending me a whole bunch of warnings and I was just ignoring them apparently because I didn't have it up. But I have it up now. Now I'm monitoring it with a second screen. But anyways, let's get into the show. How's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? I hope you guys are doing splendiferous. I hope you guys are having, like I said, a great week. But let me tell you something. I am currently eating this thing right here, this bad boy. Those of you who don't know what this is called a Nutter Butter. Nutter Butter. Yes, sir. Man, I'm not gonna lie. So if you guys haven't heard about Nutter Butters, their whole commercial thing has worked on me because someone was freaking out about them, freaking about their TikTok page, and it made me crave some Nutter Butters. I'm not even gonna lie. If you guys haven't seen this, check this out. So Nutter Butters page is like people think like I don't know what's going on. Honestly, it looks crazy. Look at this. Check this out. Look how odd this looks.
What's wrong, sweetheart?
Air.
Like, look at this. It's just the creepiest things you can imagine. You got like butter on it's like a family. Oh, is this supposed to be like no, there's no way this is what I think this is. Is this supposed to be like a crime scene? Oh, this is crazy.
It's 3 p.m. on a Friday. Stop the floor. Time we're going to the forest. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Hey, yo,
Yes.
this is
We're going to the
crazy.
forest. Yes. Yes. We're going to the forest. Yes.
All right, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. It's crazy. It's the craziest things you ever see in your life. I don't know what is going on this page. Um, The official Nutter Butter. Is this the real page though? This can't be the real page, right? Hold up. Let me. But before we keep going, let me look this up real quick. Let me check this out. All right, wait. I think I found a Reddit post here. The Game Theorist. Oh wait, the Game Theory channel. Hey yo, I didn't know they had a Reddit. Do they have a video out about this? I'm gonna watch it. Watch this. Give me a second here. Oh snap! They do have a wait. Yeah, the best ARG you've ever heard of. What is an ARG? What is ARG, guys? You guys know what that is? ARG. Alternate reality game? Wait, this is a game? This is a whole hour. Oh no, I'm not watching this. I'm just gonna read this for you guys. All right, let's go ahead and put some. Is this music good for this? No, that's not. Well, yeah, I'm gonna use this music while I'm reading this for you guys. So the account says here. All right, here we go. So let's read this. Hopefully, maybe it's good, maybe it's bad. I guess I'll shut it off if it's bad. But all right, here we go. Oh, wrong thing, bruh. All right, here we go. Nutter Butter TikTok account. Why is this not working? All right, there we go. Wait. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Nutter Butter TikTok account. All right, here we go. Unveiling the hidden story behind the Nutter Butter TikTok account. All right. Hey, everyone. I've been delving in the mysterious world of Nutter Butter TikTok account, official Nutter Butter, and I believe there's a hidden narrative unfolding. Here's a breakdown of what I've uncovered. Key characters: Aiden, central to the story. Aiden's tragic past involves his son being murdered by the intruder in their home. The recurring use of the peanut butter as a symbol of the blood adds disturbing layer to the narrative. Nadia, likely Aiden's wife. Hints of a wedding and the similarity of her name to Aiden suggests she plays a significant role in the story. Nutter Butter Clown originates from old commercials where they gave sweets to children, promoting the idea of accepting candy from strangers. Now he symbolizes chaos and a menace in TikTok content. Significant videos and themes: password video, featured numbers replaced by Nutter Butters with an incorrect password, triggering a warning from Clown saying, "Don't you dare." This could imply a hidden access or secret. Aiden's name. The name Aiden appears in various items. The reverse text, Erp, Yope? Okay. Oh, Aiden upside down. Yo, that's crazy. um, hints at a connection to Nadia or a deeper meaning. We got to replay this. Or a deeper meaning. So this is just breaking down what everything means. All right, let me read the summary. The Nutterbutter TikTok account seems to be crafting a complex and eerie narrative through surreal imagery and cryptic messages. The connections between Ada and Nadia and the recurring motifs of violence and mystery suggest a rich hidden story where we're slowly uncovering. Feel free to discuss and share additional clues that you may have. Well, there you have it, folks. Pretty sure this guy's snorting cocaine while making this. I think snorting bath salts. Just a good old ARG. Bingo. Oh, so this is a thing. Oh, so ARG, but this says alternate Oh, got you. I understand. Okay. I'm gonna type it in. What is an ARG? Let's see. What is an ARG? Interactive narrative that takes place in the real world, involves players and solving puzzles, tasks. Oh, okay. So it is all right. So that video was, but I'm not watching an hour-long video for that. Can I just watch a shorter video? I'm not trying to watch a whole hour-long video about Nutter Butter and that's it. Do y'all know what video we can watch here? I'm not really sure. Jeez, there's like so many chapters to this too. Well, let me Swell Entertainment. I think I've heard her thing before. All right, let's watch this. Let's check this out. Let's check. Hopefully she does not copyright me, but we're gonna keep reacting. You already know what it is. Let's see. This is a video by Swell Entertainment. So Nutter Butter has lost the plot. Let's check it out.
Account on TikTok.
That's it. That's my intro.
Hey, Amanda, you're watching Small Entertainment. Today we are talking about the Nutter Butter account on TikTok. Why are we talking about Nutter Butter in the year of our Lord Mudang in 2024? Because they decided to do something new on TikTok that I think is working because it is that weird and that cryptic and interesting, I guess, that people are talking about it and talking about Nutter Butter. If the whole point of marketing, you could argue, is just to get people talking about your brand or at least get your brand out there, then I mean, yes, this is doing it. I had not heard of people mention Nutter Butter in.
That's what I'm saying. That's literally what I'm saying. Like, let's say this is just a big old like publicity stunt. Like, I'm sitting here eating Nutter Butters. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't. Maybe I'm not understanding the plot, or maybe something greater or something. But I don't know. I think it's working because they got me craving it.
Literal years until I started getting tagged in a bunch of these videos because my For You page on TikTok has now learned me. Okay. I don't get sent the initial videos for things. I get sent the reactions and responses to things, which is great for my job as a YouTuber who occasionally talks about TikTok topics and things like that, because then I get to go and kind of unravel what the actual story is and figure out what people are already talking about versus having to go and seek out people's opinions and things like that. It works great. The response to Nutter Butter is definitely a mixed bag. Some people think it's brilliant marketing. Some people are just like, who told you this was a good idea? And
I think it's a great idea. I'm just wondering if it's really Nutter Butter's account. I'm not gonna watch the rest. It's an 18-minute video. Check her video out if this intrigues you. But Yeah, I'm not sure if that's really their account. Because there's like no, I mean that I guess they are big enough where see the profile picture wasn't showing up for me before. Now it is. Look, here's the profile picture. I had just a regular, I don't know if you guys were able to see it when I was looking at it, but it was just like the profile screen. Now it's like an actual Nutter Butter. Okay, so it probably is. It has a check mark too. 1.4 million followers. Who are they following? They're following Pitbull? What? That's the only person that's popping up here too, bro. Like what? Hey, yo. Bruh. I don't like Pitbull, bro. I don't know. He's just weird to me. But that's funny that they're following him. What does Pitbull have to do with this? Hold up. Following. Yeah, he doesn't follow them back. I don't know, Nutter Butter. They're not following you back. I would be pretty upset about that if I were you. Why does it say 11 and it only shows 1? Is that like a safety thing? Well, anyways, that being said, let's go ahead and talk about football. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are going into week 11. It's a strong week, folks. There's a lot of good games happening, a lot of things to see. But before we get into predictions and looking at all the different teams, let's talk about some things that have been happening in football, right? So let me see here. So those of you who don't know, the Cowboys, of course, have been struggling. If you didn't know that, get out from the rock that you are in and get into the real world. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can say. I mean, like, come on.
Bruh.
Like, where are we right now? What are we doing? But yes, but everyone's talking about the whole stadium thing with Jerry Jones. For those of you who don't know, the Cowboys built this new stadium. And this new stadium was built for the Cowboys. You know, this was like the hype of everything, or part of the hype of everything. And the funny thing that happened because of this is the stadium causes a humongous glare, which doesn't allow the receivers to catch the ball. So there's literally a clip. Let me see if I can find this clip for you. There's literally a clip of one of the receivers for the Cowboys getting thrown the ball. He's getting thrown the ball. He has to catch it, right? And he can't see it because of the glare, and it's obvious. Let me go ahead and show you. Was it CeeDee Lamb? Yes, CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb was throwing the ball, and look at what happens. For those of you who don't know, I just want to show you like what these people are dealing with, all the fans and everything. Let me see here. Oh, what in the world is going on here? CeeDee. Hey, yo. I didn't even know this thing talked in the background. That's crazy. All right, I got scared. CeeDee Lamb. Can't see. And we got to give it a second because apparently the internet is slow. But all right. All right, so here we go. This is the play that I'm talking about. Here we go.
Wide open. Right there.
Yeah.
You
Look.
see the ball, it's going to be behind him.
So he definitely doesn't see the ball.
Quite pick it up there.
Look at the glare. Like, look at this. Look at that glare right there. That's the glare we're dealing with. Well, not we. I'm not a Cowboys fan, but that's the glare you have to deal with if you're a receiver for the Cowboys, which is insane, right? You would think that that would be one of the topics of concern for Jerry Jones, but and I feel like everyone's talking about this. He did talk about it. He he went off on the reporter that was saying we know where the sun goes, which what does that have to do with you putting curtains? I think they should put curtains. Like that's the dumbest thing. But yeah, they we're talking. Everyone's talking about this, right? But the thing that intrigued me the most is what Jerry Jones had to say here. Look at what this man has to say about one of his players. Let's check it out.
About Dak's role in this team and what he's been doing this season.
Well, what do you mean?
Given that you saw what the team looks like without Dak, how do you, when you look at the difference, what do you think about Dak?
I don't want to be sarcastic, but are you got the same arithmetic I've got? We've won 3 games with Dak. Okay, so I'm just saying we weren't playing well with Dak at all.
If Dak cannot come back, how much does that hurt your hopes for this season?
Well, I don't want to deal in hypotheticals, but anybody that loses a top quarterback has some adjustments to make, and they're usually adjusting uphill. And so I thought that basically we'd look better tonight without Dak. I thought we'd look better on offense than we looked without Dak. Seen Cooper play better than we played tonight. Philadelphia's got a lot to do with that. That's what it is.
What does today's performance tell you about Dak's role in this
So,
team and what he's been
For
doing?
those of you who don't know, Dak Prescott is the quarterback for the Cowboys. And he goes on to say that they look better without Dak. That you're the owner of a team, right? Like Jerry Jones is the owner of a team. And he feels like it's appropriate to say that Dak Prescott, his starting quarterback, he's like implying that Dak is the reason they're only won 3 games. Like, I don't think you guys are getting what I'm coming at real quick. Like, he's blaming Dak Prescott practically for not having his team at a successful place. But excuse me, last time I checked, Jerry Jones did not sign a lot of players that he could have signed. He could have signed Derrick Henry. He could have signed I forgot who else he could have signed, honestly, but he could have signed a lot of players. He could have. He really, 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 really could have. And I don't know. I just feel like you're the owner. Why are you blaming the players that you signed? Like, I feel like that's a big thing. Like, I don't know what it is with some of these people. I get it. You have money. You're the owner. I get it. In other scenarios, like the ones of Aaron Rodgers, we'll get to in a little bit. I get it. You guys are in positions that give you a lot of cameras on you, but you're a leader. Like, why are we sitting here allowing Jerry Jones to talk about players that he signed? If I invite and it wasn't like Dak Prescott was, I get it. He's a good quarterback, but it's not like he was going to carry your team to victory at any point. It was that defense last year. That defense was insane. So you're blaming Dak for the reasons that you are, that your team is not doing well. Like, I get it. Jerry Jones is frustrated. I get all that stuff, but you're the leader. You're the head of the team. Like, what are we doing? Like, I feel like, I guess leaders aren't as calm as I think. I guess that's the conclusion that I have to get to. Leaders are not as common as I think. They're just not. And I don't know, man. I just feel like the Cowboys, until they get rid of Jerry Jones, I never believed this, but the more I listen to this man speak, yeah, the Cowboys are not going to be good until this man is gone. I'm a person that I can't stand a leader that can't take accountability at all. Like, it's not that you're not going to make a mistake or if you push the blame on someone, you shouldn't do that. However, like, why are you not taking accountability at any aspect? Not even like trying to retroactively take it. That's what bothers me. And so, speaking of taking accountability and people that don't sit with me well, Aaron Rodgers, man. This guy has been stinking it up. Aaron Rodgers looks horrific. And if you guys see me looking up a lot, I have the game playing in the background. But Aaron Rodgers, let me just give you guys Aaron Rodgers stats as of late. Let's give you the last 3 games. The last 3 games, Aaron Rodgers has thrown for 233, 211, and his last game was 151 yards passing. His best game by far was the game on Halloween versus the Texans. Right? He has a QBR right now of 86.6. He has 15 touchdowns and 7 interceptions, so 2-to-1 ratio. He's only thrown for 2,200 yards. We are just about 3/4 through the season, and he has only thrown for 2,200 yards. Now, I get it. He has a Achilles injury that he's coming back from. He's probably not. We were probably never going to see the Aaron Rodgers from Green Bay and with the Jets. It just probably was never going to happen after that injury. But one thing that everyone is considering here is based off of his comments on the Pat McAfee show. Pat McAfee show, Aaron Rodgers indicates that he will. Well, I have it right here. Let's check this out. These are his comments on the Pat McAfee show. Here we go.
Oh, and that's just that there's a chance. We're not mathematically eliminated. There's a lot to play for. At the end of the day, one thing that we can play for, whether we're 10-0 or 3-7, is pride. Pride in your performance, pride in the product you're putting on the field. Not wanting to let your coaches down, your teammates down, the guys in the locker room, the men and women that you see every day at work. There's got to be pride in that. It's got to be pride that spurs you on Monday night when you're tired and you just had a long flight and you sit down, you watch your film, and you wake up Tuesday morning, you get after it in preparation. You go in the facility, you take care of your body, you do your workout or whatever it might be. And then, you get after it Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening. Make sure you're ready to go Wednesday with questions, with ideas, and hitting your coach up, making sure that, you get an early look at the plans. You can come in with some questions and do all the little things.
Real quick, Jesus, man. Aaron Rodgers, he has like the most monotone voice on the planet. Like, put some feeling in it, bro. Gosh.
I think a lot of times when it's not going your way, they want to make it about there's a big thing, it's the coach's fault or player's fault or my fault or Todd's fault or Salah's fault, obviously, or Hackett's fault, whoever you want to lay blame on. But a lot of times it comes down to just doing little things. It's the little things that actually add up to the big things. And then, on the outside world, you just see like a very easy fix, get rid of this person, get rid of that person, do this, do that. But in the end, it's a lot of times just little habits by players and preparation and coaches and the building sometimes that make a difference between 3-7 and 7-3 for us, because there are multiple games that we could have won just on the field. But off the field, sometimes where the wins and losses happen, and we forget about the Monday to Saturday game that we aren't winning consistently enough, I don't think, week to week.
That was Aaron Rodgers. Aaron. Aaron. You stink, buddy. I don't want to hear that other players could have done things here and there and that, I get it. I get what you're saying. I really do. It's not that you're wrong. It's that the problem is you. You are the problem. Playing the way that you've been playing, it's been awful. You blame the receivers. You blame probably behind back doors the coach. What other reason would they just fire their coach mid-season for in that manner? There's some accountability that has to be taken by you, bro. Like, the way he says it, he's like, there's little things that can be done by the players, as if he's the coach. Aaron, you're not the coach. You're not. You're the quarterback. You're one of the players. You're probably the player that has most, if not most of the responsibility of the game in your hands. The defense and other players have a significant role as well. But when we're talking about the quarterback position, this is a big position to play. And yeah, bro, I just feel like in a lot of ways, accountability needs to be taken by this guy, man. Like, I'm tired of hearing about how other players could have done something, how we have to look at it a different way, that they could have won any game, but you didn't. You didn't win any game. No games have you didn't win not one game. Or I'm sorry. You didn't win a lot of games. You won 3. That's it. That's awful. 3-7 is not a good record. I know you know that. But oh snap. So the Commanders are winning. Sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, the Jets are 3-7, bro. Awful. And let me see. Who's their next opponent here? Oh, they got a bye week. Oh, they got a bye. Oh no, they don't. They got the Colts. Oh my gosh. Pretty much the same team. I don't. But the difference is the Colts have a rookie quarterback, and they were playing with an old Joe Flacco most of the season. I don't know, man. I just feel like I have a distaste in my mouth for that, because it's like you have to, as a leader on the team, you have to take the blunt of it, man. Even if when it's not your fault, bro, there's gonna be times where it's not your fault, and to protect the player, to protect the culture in the locker room, you have to do it. I was talking to my dad about it. He was like, "Yeah, but he gets paid money for this. Like, you can't just take all the responsibility." But as a quarterback, that's kind of what you sign up for. There's a reason why he's being interviewed and not, the defensive coordinator. There's a reason why he's being interviewed and not the running back. I'm not saying that they don't get interviews, but by far, Aaron Rodgers is probably the most sought after person on that team to get an interview. So when you take that into consideration, it's part of your job to speak for others. And when you have the ability to take some of that fire off of them, that can potentially make them play or want to play for you. I think a big thing about Aaron Rodgers is that a lot of people don't want to play for him. He's had Devontae Adams. He's the one that I can say that's wanting to play for him the most. But everyone else, I can't think of anybody that is like, man, I want to play with Aaron Rodgers. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that he's a finger pointer instead of someone that says, all right, let's see how we can be better. And yeah, I think it's part of the reason why I don't like him too much, but that's neither here nor there, I guess. I just think that he's a bum. He's a bum. I know. Serious allegation. He's a bum. That being said, let's go ahead into some predictions.
It was my turn. You told me it was my turn.
Let's go. NFL predictions. We are in week 11, man. Right now, we got the Washington Commanders versus the Eagles. Let's go ahead and start off with that one, since it's the game that's on. It's the first game of the week. The Commanders right now, they have the ball in the first quarter. They're going against the Eagles. I really think the Commanders are going to win this one, man. From what I've seen here, they looks like they've been playing a little bit more hungry. They're winning 7-0. And I think that if they win this, they take first place, right? Is that what's going to happen? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, if they win this game, they take first place. So I'm thinking the Commanders are going to do something here. I'm thinking that they are definitely going to win this game by a significant margin. I don't think it's going to be close, honestly. I really don't. And so I'm going to take Commanders. W for the Commanders. Yes, sir. So now we got the Raiders and Dolphins. Raiders and Dolphins. Dolphins coming off of a win, I think, right? Yeah, they're coming off of a win. Yeah, I'm taking the Dolphins. Tua, he looks good enough to get them wins. He's definitely, you know what, he's definitely shut me up about that. He's not as mediocre as I thought. I didn't think he was really that special, but the fact that he's been able to, I think he's responsible for their only wins. They've tried other quarterbacks. Let me see here. They've tried other quarterbacks, and they haven't been able to win without him. With him, they've been able to win. Then again, they've also had some tough matchups, man. Some tough matchups. But hey, he's been able to shut me up, man. So kudos to him for sure. Kudos to Tua. The Raiders will lose in this game, and the Dolphins will win. All right. Saints and Browns. This is going to be a really good game. Jameis is the ex quarterback or ex backup quarterback for the Saints. And Derek Carr, I think he's playing this game. Hopefully he is. I'm pretty sure he is. But you know what, man? I'm gonna take the Browns. I know it's kind of crazy. The Browns with Jameis have like a new life, right? I mean, any quarterback has been able to give them new life. You saw what they did with Joe Flacco. But Jameis is kind of familiar with the Saints. I'm thinking the Browns are gonna beat the Saints for sure. They're gonna beat the Saints. So Browns, W for the Browns. Now Jets and Colts. I'm gonna take the Jets. No. Ooh, this is gonna be a tough game. I'm gonna take the Colts. Okay. The Colts. I don't know why I'm gonna take them over. It might be just me hating, but they have a slightly better record. Plus that Colts defense, if I'm not mistaken, they're all right. They're all right. So is that Jets defense. It's gonna be an even matchup for sure. But I'm gonna take the Colts. I'm probably hating. Oh snap. Oh, McDaniels. Oh. Sorry, I was watching the game. So Vikings and Titans. Ooh, that's gonna be a nice game. I'm gonna take the Titans, bro. They have a good defense. The Vikings have been kind of shaky. I'm gonna take the Titans. Alon's gonna love that. He is gonna love that. Yeah, Titans for sure. Now we got Bears and Packers. We're gonna take the Packers, right? Let's look at this matchup here. Yeah, I'm taking the Packers. The Bears have been shaky. They don't have momentum on their side at all. Yeah, the Packers are just built a little better, in my opinion. Or at least more established. I think that's why they're gonna win. Jaguars and Lions. Lions, easy. That's an easy one for sure. Rams and Patriots. I'm gonna take the Rams. Another easy one. Steelers and Ravens. Oh my gosh. Bruh, this is gonna be a game for the books. That's gonna be a game for the books, bro. Ravens and Steelers. Mike Tomlin versus Jim Harbaugh. You got literally, oh my gosh, Russell Wilson versus Lamar Jackson. Ooh, that's gonna be such a good. They just got Mike Williams on the Steelers. He looked really good that last game. I'm gonna take the Ravens, but barely. And let me just say, I think that the Ravens. Oh yeah, they're gonna be playing basically for first place, because if the Steelers lose, they're gonna have a 7-3 record, and they're gonna have a loss against the Ravens. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be such a nice game. I can already tell you. Next, we got the Seahawks and 49ers. I'm going to take the 49ers. Seahawks have been really mediocre, very mediocre. So I'm going to take the 49ers. They just got Christian McCaffrey back. They looked pretty good in that last game against the Buccaneers. They barely won, but Christian McCaffrey just came back. I can see why they struggled a little bit. Especially the fact that, in my opinion, Brock Purdy isn't the most elite passer of the ball. He's good, he got some respect from me from some of the passes he was making, but it's not a surprise that the Bucks were able to stay in it. They've been in every game, so it doesn't make me worry that the 49ers are not good. So I'm going to take the 49ers against the Seahawks for sure. Falcons and Broncos. I'm going to take the Falcons. Kirk O'Chains, he's going to bounce back. He lost to the Saints, actually, if I'm not mistaken. So, but I think he's going to have a hard time against the Broncos, but I think they might pull it out. For sure. Chiefs and Bills, another crazy game. Bro, this game, oh my gosh. That's a sexy game. That game, oh my goodness gracious. I'm going to take, dude, this is so hard. The Chiefs and Bills. I'm really not even sure. That's the crazy thing about this. I'm not sure who to take on this one. Oh gosh. The Chiefs are undefeated. The Bills are not undefeated, but they still have a, what is that? Let's say 8-2 record. Josh Allen has been insane. He's just been insane. MVP contender. I think Lamar should win it again this year, make it 3 times in a row. Yes, I believe that. But the Chiefs, man, no matter what you're throwing at them, they've found a way to win the game. Even though if it was a lucky field goal block, that was they won by the skin of their teeth. We're talking about the skin of their teeth. The Broncos almost pulled what the Chiefs pulled on every single team, and the Chiefs were able to stop it. Like, come on, it's insane. But I'm definitely gonna say, I think the Bills will hand the Chiefs their first loss. Count it here. You heard me. The Chiefs will lose and be 9-1 after this week. So you can take that to the bank. Now we got the Chargers and Bengals. I'm gonna take the Chargers. And here's why. Here's why. I know. It sounds, I'm being biased. But besides me being biased, hear me out. The Bengals have an amazing offense, and it's going against, from what I see statistically, the Chargers have like a top 4 or 5 defense. That defense has not let anybody score more than 20 points. That defense has been able to just hold teams and suffocate offenses so well. And we're talking about a defense that couldn't stop a nosebleed last year. They couldn't stop anything. And yeah, I definitely think that the Chargers are going to win this game. Now, I don't know what the playoff race is looking like, but I'm pretty sure that the Chargers will probably be in the playoffs. If it's probably in the wild card, they might not, depending any crazy injury or anything crazy that happens to the Chiefs. It's looking like the Chiefs might win the division. I'm rooting for us to win the division. That would be amazing. That would be so vindicating for all of the Jim Harbaugh guys, or John, whichever Harbaugh it is. I don't even know. I always get them confused. They look alike to me and they have the same names. What am I going to do? But man, that would be insane. Yo, I just watched Jalen Hurts get sacked, and gosh, yo, he fell pretty hard. Hold on, let me look at this one more time. All right, they try to do a play action. Ooh, his head hit that floor hard. He looks a little dazed too. Oh, he's staying in though. Oh man, those kind of hits are so scary, man. They just are. Oh, they might sack him again. Oh, thank God he let go of the ball. They threw a screen. Safe play. Good job. All right, last game of the week, we got Cowboys and Texans. Is there any question? Come on, man. The Cowboys are not going to win this game. They don't have Dak. The Texans look decent, or at least good enough. Yeah, the Texans are going to win. They're going to win the Battle of Texas. Wow. Let's go. The Texans are now the official team of Texas. The Houston Texans. Which is crazy. I get it. I get the Cowboys are in Dallas, but the Houston Texans and their logo is literally the Texas flag inside of a bull. How are they not like the team of Texas? The only thing they're missing is really that they're not in Dallas, but Houston is a major city, right? In Texas. I don't know. Well, let's go ahead and get a little bit of a palate cleanser here, guys. Palate cleanser time for sure. That's crazy. Yeah, a little bit of a palate cleanser here. I don't know if you guys have seen this video, but I thought it was pretty funny. So for those of you who don't know what this video is about to be, this video is so crazy. Oh my gosh. All right. Y'all check this video out and let me know what y'all think about it. So a grocery employee smashes a smoke-filled car. He's extinguishing the flames in the car. All right. The lady comes. Oh man, this is America, people. Look at. I want you guys to pay attention to what she says here. I'm gonna put that one more time. Listen closely, guys. Listen closely. From what it sounds like and what I read in the comments, this lady had a candle lit inside of her car, and the candle caught fire inside of the car, and an employee had to come out with a fire extinguisher to take out the flames, bro. Like, what are we doing? Yeah, having a candle lit in your closet is crazy work. Exactly. Like, bro. First of all, it's not even that you have a candle lit. It's that you left it just on in your car. You left your car by... I guess driving with it is worse. But still, like, you're not even there to... That's just so crazy. Like, look at this. That candle was hotboxing inside the car. Yo, I'm not even gonna lie. When I first saw this video, I was expecting someone to come out of here high. Can you imagine? The guy's just in the back seat, breaks the window. The guy's like, what is going on? I really expected that when I was watching this video. But no, the lady had a candle lit inside of her car. Like, what are we doing? Round of applause for that lady. Round of applause for that lady. Well, now that we had a little bit of a palate cleanser here, let's talk about what's gonna happen tomorrow. Yo, tomorrow we got a fight happening.
It's time to play the game.
Yo, there's a fight happening tomorrow on Netflix. First of all, before we get into the details of what it is, you all probably know it's the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight. But I'm so curious to see how this fight comes out on live Netflix. I never watched a live event on Netflix. I think they have had live events before. Let me see. Let me check this out. Have they had live events before? Oh, this is not their first live event. Says here that Netflix first live event was the Netflix Cup. I guess it was a golfing thing. Oh no, it's racing? Wait, what is this? Yeah, it is golfing. Their first live event was a golfing tournament. All right, so they do have some experience. I've never watched it, so I'm really curious to see how this comes out. And I'm sorry, golfing has nothing on the hype of this fight. It's Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson, arguably the greatest name in boxing. And no, not Jake Paul, Mike Tyson. And one of the biggest YouTubers on the planet in Jake Paul. And yes, I said YouTuber. I don't consider him a fighter. Sue me. I don't consider him a fighter. He treats it like a hobby, in my opinion. And I feel like I'm not alone on that. I think a lot of boxing connoisseurs, which I am not one, disclaimer, but I share their opinion in that, he thought it was cool, good for him. I need to see him fight a real fight. And despite on what I think the outcome of this fight will be, which is that Mike Tyson will win, I think he needs to face a boxer in his prime, which that makes this a very interesting comment that I'm saying here for this reason. Mike Tyson. If you guys don't know who Canelo is, he's him. He really is. He's him. But I guess Jake Paul thought it was a good idea to call him out or say something stupid about him. I'm not sure. Look at these comments.
Would Canelo be the next fight finally? Would that happen?
If he's not a
There's the answer. Would Canelo be the next fight finally? Would that happen?
if he's not a
Oh, I don't know what I did here.
Would Canelo be the next fight finally?
The comment said Canelo's not old enough. Canelo isn't broke. Bro, he couldn't even beat Tommy Fury. Wait, he lost to Tommy Fury? Is that true? I don't even watch his fights. Like, I think that is true. He didn't beat Tommy Fury. Fury won in split decision. Oh, so he barely won. He literally barely won. Wow. So he can't even beat Tommy Fury. He's calling out Canelo. I get it. As a boxer, you absolutely have to, believe in yourself. You're like your own hype man. And that mindset that you have, that needs to stick with you wherever you go. But real quick, let me just say that Mike Tyson is a different beast. He just is. And he's so locked in fact, that he's having interviews like this. Like, check out this interview by Mike Tyson. Check out this interview.
So after such a successful career, what type of legacy would you like to leave behind when it's all said and done?
Well, I don't know. I don't believe in the word legacy. I just think that's another word for ego. Legacy doesn't mean nothing. That's just some word everybody grabbed onto. Someone said that word and everyone grabbed on the word, so now it's used every 5 seconds. It means absolutely nothing to me. I'm just passing through. I'm going to die, and it's going to be over. Who cares about legacy after that? What a big ego. So I'm going to die. I want people to think that I'm this, I'm great. No, we're nothing. We're just dead. We're dust. We're absolutely nothing. Our legacy is nothing.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that. That is something that I have not heard before. Someone saying that as an answer.
That's a creative way to say it.
I want my legacy to be this way when I get dead. Why do you want somebody? Do you think somebody really wants to think about you? What's the audacity? I think I want people to think about me when I'm gone. Who the cares about me when I'm gone? Well, my kids, maybe, or grandkids. Who cares?
Yo, Mike Tyson. This is a little kid, bro. Like, I get it. I understand. He's in that fight zone, and he's talked about it before, where he goes psycho. Like, that's all he thinks about. That's all he. I think a lot of fighters do this. They get into this mindset where they're about to fight, where like you can't take them out of that. You just can't. They're so focused on winning the fight, or they're like, especially those last 2 weeks, those last couple of days. There's nothing that's they're so like cutthroat is the word. They're so cutthroat as my voice cracks. But yo, Mike Tyson, you gotta understand, you're talking to a kid. Like, I get what he's saying. I really do. But first of all, he didn't really answer the question. He picked at like one part of what she said. Because she says, look,
behind when it's all said and done.
so she says, after a successful career, what type of legacy would you like to leave when it's all said and done? Okay, the question is, what would you like to leave when it's all said and done? And he said,
I don't believe in the word legacy.
I don't
just think
believe
that's
in
another
legacy. Like, I think that you know what she means, bro. Come on. I love you, Mike, but come on. I know there was an interview. I'm trying to find it. Let me see here. Let me see. All right, here we go. Yeah, I found it. Sorry. Sorry for the radio silence. But look, so he knows what she's talking about with legacy because he answered this question.
Family. Your kids are out here. Everyone's coming in to see you on Friday. What does it mean to have family with you?
Well, it's the family's everything. But my kids, to my children, I'm nobody. But that night they're gonna find out their father's very special.
So he knows. He just answered it right there. Like, it's his kids. He's nobody right now. So they're gonna find out he's someone special. So you know, bro. That being said, Mike Tyson is gonna win. I didn't mean to poop on Mike Tyson so much. All right, I'm gonna stop hopping. I'm gonna stop doing that. Mike Tyson's gonna win. Jake Paul, get ready because Mike Tyson's gonna win. And to end this stream, I'm going to react to a Jamari Speaks video. Jamari Speaks. All right, real quick, if you're watching this, viewer discretion is advised. He is not the most well-spoken. When I say that, he's kind of he curses a lot, right? But I just don't want people asking me why I'm watching this. It's a YouTuber. I can't control what people say. I'm sorry. If you don't like it, you can click away. But yeah, we're going to react to this video. I haven't watched it. It literally dropped like a couple hours ago. It's about Jake Paul. So let's go ahead and watch it. Let's react. I'm gonna react with y'all. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of what I'm thinking too. So let's see.
It has been months since we last talked about this upcoming fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. Some of you may remember that this was supposed to go down back in May of this year, but got postponed after Mike had a medical emergency while flying back home.
Also, yeah.
Oh, that's not that big. I mean, it's a big deal. But you can get past it.
Yeah, I got past it, thank God.
Well, now
I forgot about that. This fight was supposed to happen a long time ago. Yo, this is gonna be so embarrassing for Jake Paul because listen, Mike Tyson is no joke. This is not saying that anybody can beat or should be able to beat Mike Tyson, but this is an old man Mike Tyson. If Jake Paul loses this fight, which again I believe he will, like I don't understand why he. First, look at his face here. Ugh. Jake Paul's face. Ugh. But anyways, let's say he does win. Let's say he does beat Mike Tyson. What is he getting out of it? He beat an old Mike Tyson, but he's not going to paint it that way, is it? He's going to paint it as I beat one of the best boxers ever. Put some respect on my name. I get it. I get the angle he's going to go through, but that's not the truth, is it? He's going to get beat by an old version, a very old version of one of the best boxers ever. It's not the same. So I don't see what he really gets out of this. I don't see what Mike Tyson gets out of this. I know a lot of people are saying this is going to be rigged, but we'll see.
We are only a couple of days removed from the fight, and we've seen what Mike has to offer. We've seen what Jake is doing. And it's all left to
Jake has some skills, but Mike still moving like that right now is crazy. I'm sorry.
People with mixed opinions. Some people think Mike is going to go in there and turn the clock back to 1985 and knock out the Disney star once and for all.
I don't think that's going to happen in that fashion, like that bad. We'll see.
I would take the pro athlete over the hardworking, big tough guy, YouTuber, businessman who's worked his tail off to be I think a legitimate boxer.
While others,
I love Colin Cowherd. Or is it Cowherd or Chris Collins? I don't know what it is. No, not Chris Collins. That's Colin Cowherd, right? That's his name, right? Hold up. Is that his name? Yeah, Colin Cowherd. I used to love watching his pod. It was so fun to watch. He has like he has a really nice like radio voice, but it's also like he doesn't say just stupid stuff.
Others think he's just too old and might get embarrassed. I mean, some people are predicting that this is going to be a disaster. And then you have a whole other crowd who thinks this entire thing is about as real as WWE wrestling.
But I have a hard time believing that fight's not going to be scripted in some way or another. I think that they sign a contract, right? I think that in the contract it says that Mike Tyson can't knock out Jake Paul, and that like Jake has to win in a certain round.
Netflix actually released this series a couple of weeks ago that's kind of like a behind the scenes in anticipation for the fight. And
I didn't know that. Oh, I gotta watch that. I'm gonna watch it and let you guys know what it's like. I bet you that's what he's gonna talk about here, but I'm gonna give you my opinion too if that's what it is. That looks cool.
Apparently, this show is top 10 in 80 different countries, according to Jake Paul. Here's a little clip from that series.
Final thing, I presume that Mike Tyson is watching this right now. Is there anything you want to say to him?
Mike, I love you, but this is my sport now. It's an honor to get in the ring with you. I'm so honored you're a legend, but I'm going to take your throne, brother.
It's just...
Oh, man, I didn't know that happened. You see, this is why people don't put respect on his name. You can't say it's your sport now. I get it. You put a lot of work into it. But that's so disrespectful to all these people that have trained their whole lives, bro, being boxers. You haven't... The only reason you're able to get these fights is because you have clout. Let's be honest. Clout. That's all you got. Clout and money. That's how you're able to get these fights. If it wasn't for that, you would be just like any other boxer in a gym trying to work your way up. That's the truth. That's just the truth. And I know we have a lot of Jake Paul apologists that say, "Oh, he's a boxer. He's a boxer. Put some respect on his name. He's been in the ring. Have you?" Stop it. You know that there's a difference between being able to box, right? Which Jake Paul is able to box. He's an athlete, but he hasn't put in the hours, the lifelong hours, like someone like Mike Tyson that has been fighting his whole life practically. Like Muhammad Ali, who has been fighting his whole life. You can't just call it your sport. Like Canelo, that has been fighting his whole life. You can't just call it your sport now. That's not how that works. I'm sure he doesn't really care because, hello, it's Jake Paul. But that's just the issue of it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand how people can defend what he says when it comes to the sport of boxing when he hasn't done anything necessarily to earn those stripes. He's done enough to earn the fame and the clout in boxing, but to earn his stripes,
Just so funny that Jake says this is my sport now, when the only time he ever fought a legitimate boxer within 10 years of his age range, he pretty much got dog walked.
That too. That too.
Jake, you were just talking about your career and how it's grown, and you've said in the past that you want to be taken seriously as a boxer. So if that is your goal, when can we expect you to start fighting legitimate contending fighters in your given weight class?
Oh, I think you're the same dumbass from the other venue.
I am that same guy.
I've got your next opponent here, Jake. This guy's got 2 hips. 2 new hips.
Yo, that's a funny troll. Yo, the old man is so funny. Hold up, I gotta look at that again.
Contending fighters in your given weight class.
Oh, I think you're the same dumbass from the other venue.
I am that same guy.
I've got your next opponent here, Jake. This guy's got 2 hips. 2 new hips.
There's a fundamental difference between me and Jake. He's a manufactured killer. Television and paper made him a killer. He's manufactured. I'm a natural-born killer.
Hey, that's true. That's kind of like what I was saying. Oh man,
damn.
That's the difference.
Yo.
Tell me that Mike.
Look at his eyes. Yo, I really hope that there's no contract. Like I think that was Ninja. That there's no contract that's like with preventing him from doing what he needs to do in the ring. Because gosh, look at.
Ike out here looking like an angry ass shark. And let's just hope and pray on Friday night that this man is smelling some blood in the water. Can you imagine how great this scene would be, how viral the video would go, if Mike can actually land that knockout punch?
This fight is
Literally. Oh my gosh. Hold up. I didn't realize my connection is weak right now. Give it a second. It says it's unstable. Anyways, but while that's happening, dude, I would just love to see Mike Tyson knock him out. I would just love to see it. It would just be so like, finally, like the United States would win that day. They may have lost on November 5th. Let me stop. But they will win on November 15th. Like, watching this would be crazy. Be so fun.
over. Tyson's gunned down yet another opponent. A knockout victory.
I mean, honestly, at this point, especially after the medical emergency, this whole thing has kind of become a lose-lose for Jake. Because if he wins, he beat up this 60-year-old man. And if he loses, he got his ass whooped by someone who's about 30 years out of his prime.
That's literally what I said. That's crazy.
Netflix would also release this short trailer in anticipation for the fight.
There's never been a night this big. This is Jake Paul.
This may be it.
Versus Mike Tyson. This is the fight the world's been waiting for.
I mean, what do you guys think? Does this whole fight set a bad precedent for boxing? Should this just be considered more in the realm of entertainment? I read somewhere that Jake is actually getting paid twice as much as Mike, which is just insane.
Twice as much as Mike Tyson? I mean, 20 million is 20 million. You know what I mean? But why? The real draw here is Mike Tyson. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Insane to me, considering that Mike is definitely the main draw. Speaking of Mike,
I swear I didn't watch this video, y'all. Like, he's saying everything I'm saying.
here's how he was apparently looking in his last sparring session today. And as you guys can see, Mike looks about as ready to go as he can be. I mean, obviously, the guy is a far cry from his prime,
Yeah.
but do I still think that this version of him could fuck up about 98% of people out there? Absolutely. I mean, you know this man still has to have the power. Now, the stamina and the speed, that might be a different question. And while he might not still be doing those intense...
What is that? What in the world? No wonder his neck looks like that. You're doing like...
neck workouts that he became so infamous for, this man is obviously still putting in the work when it comes to his training.
2,
Oh, I saw
3,
that.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3, 4, 5.
And it's truly...
Gosh, that neck, his neck is insane. His neck is like my thigh. Like, that's wild.
my belief that Mike is taking this fight as serious as he can.
Nice left hook. Up.
Listen, I'll take any sort of knockout. If Mike has to put him down with the body shot, I'm totally cool with that.
I remember I was talking to Josh about this like a couple weeks ago. How do you look at that and say that Mike Tyson is not listen, if he doesn't win that it has to be rigged. There's no way. I'm sorry, there's no way. There's no way. I get it, he's old. But he might make quick work of this kid. I hope he does. I really do.
That was good for today.
Yeah.
I truly
You
believe.
sure?
Yeah, me
Yes.
too.
You fucking sure?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. You sure?
Yes.
Fuck with me, it's all
Yes.
right?
Let's do this. You did great.
We're done. You sure?
Yes.
I mean, if one thing is true, I think that training like this and anticipating a big fight in this way has definitely woken up some monsters within Mike. And Jake is lucky that he's so old, because I think if this fight was around 10 years ago, he might have literally killed Jake Paul in that
Literally, bro. Yo, it's like, stop it. Stop it. Like,
ring, sent him home in the body bag. And then Mike has been dropping some daily motivation on the timeline.
I've been doing this for years. Teenager, so it's just a form of anticipation.
4, 5, 6, 7.
And that's what I mean. Mike is like re-entering that realm. He's re-entering that zone. This might be his one final chance to show what he can really do, even at his pretty old age.
yeah, honestly, I'm surprised that he even took this fight. Like, at his age, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I've ever seen a Mike Tyson fight. I think he was a little bit before my interest in boxing. I mean, I might have watched a couple of his like super late. Let me see. Mike Tyson fights. Let's see. Mike Tyson biography and fights. His last fight was in 2005 versus Kevin McBride. He lost. Technical lockout. Yeah. I was like barely understanding what sports were at that time. So I don't know. I've seen the Evander Holyfield fights. Those are infamous, right? But those were replays. I didn't get to see those live. That's what I mean. I wasn't there to see him do what he had to do. But anyways, continue the video.
Think you'll be fighting again at age 57?
Millions of years before my bloodline existed.
Damn, he said he was made for this fight.
This is just a new era of Mike Tyson.
Please, boxing gods, let him fuck Jake Paul up. Mike would actually link up with one of his old mentors during his training camp.
This is the strongest I've ever seen you.
Yeah?
Yeah, the strongest I've ever. And I know you since you're 13.
He said this is the strongest. Oh man.
I think this impressed the shit out of me. Nothing impresses me. You know?
Oh
I'm gonna
man.
tell you the truth. I don't lie. I was worried about him traveling here, traveling there. He's not getting. I can sleep now at night.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Just one time for the old guys, Mike. Just fuck Jake up.
That was the best we've seen him yet.
How do you stand in the ring with that?
And obviously,
like how, bro? Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Let's see here. Let's continue.
obviously, Mike looks really good here, but like we've discussed before, it's always in kind of these short bursts. The visual effects, the cuts, the edits, it can all make it look a little faster than it actually is. So let's see how he looked at his open workout.
He pushes it forward. He's doing his thing. Hold on.
I don't know why it's doing this. Why is my connection so unstable? Oh my goodness. There we go. That's a little better.
T1, talk to me. In Catskill under Customato, he was a prodigy of Customato as well. The last Roy.
I mean, obviously he's not going to be going 100% here, but he looks good. Do I think he's going to be able to last a full fight? We're going to have to see. And here,
Bruh, what is going on? What are we doing here? Well, while we're waiting for this to, there we go. I think that's better. All right, let's go.
and here's how Jake looked at his open workout. I guess he's running around calling himself El Gallo now, so he has a taxidermied chicken up on his head. And here I think he's just doing.
What is that? I thought that well, I saw it in the last video, but I didn't know he was like working out with that. What is he doing?
Kind of the regular Jake Paul thing, pretty much just trolling. You don't really get much out of this footage because he really doesn't give a shit. I mean, this is almost less than going through the motions. Here's what Mike had to say about his family watching him fight Jake.
Outside of the fans watching and all the eyes on you, I'm sure the most important ones are your family.
To my children, I'm nobody. And then but that night, they're going to find out their father's very special.
So he's saying my kids never really saw me like that. They know me as the dad. They know me as this guy who used to fight. You know, they've seen all the VHS tapes. But now I'm about to give them some shit that
That's a cool edit. That's a cool edit.
they can watch on Blu-ray. Put his ass on a Disney Plus poster. Jake is obviously going into this fight extremely cocky. He says he's not only going to KO Mike Tyson, but he's then going to fight Canelo.
It's going to be a short night for Mike.
Would Canelo be the next fight, finally? Would that happen?
If he's not a fucking puta.
I did not know he was going to say that. I thought they were going to blur it out just like in the TikTok video. That's wild.
There's the answer.
Jake Joseph Paul will knock out Mike Tyson Friday, November 15th.
There it is.
In the fucking history books.
I mean, Canelo fighting Jake Paul at this point would be like a coughing baby versus a hydrogen bomb. Now this
I mean, it's true. It's true. Jake Paul will get absolutely dog walked if he goes against Canelo. He doesn't want that smoke. He really, I'm sure he does for the clout. He does, but nah.
Now, this was one of the more questionable face-offs I've ever seen.
Hey, yo.
You know, this is the
yo.
weird shit that people are
Like, what are we doing here? Why is... All right.
doing with AI these days. Here, Jake
AI?
says it's going to be the biggest moment in boxing history.
Man, am I an unk? I didn't even know that was AI.
When he puts Mike Tyson down on the canvas.
The biggest moment in all of boxing history when I put this man to sleep.
He dreams a lot. This is not going to come true, young man.
I'm sorry, but the little dangling box
They just like swing it.
kissing earring is hilarious. Now, some people have even been alleging that Jake is on steroids due to the complexion of his face during their.
He did like his face did get like ridiculously like grotesque almost. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say he's doing that because I don't know, but yeah, he does look very weird.
In their face off, he would also gift Mike Tyson a pigeon. I think this is an allusion to Mike Tyson's Joker origin story, whereas it.
Wait, what? Joker origin story? Man, this connection, bro. Literally, I don't know what's going on right now. It's making me mad. Like, why? Why? I don't understand. Anyways.
As a kid, he had this pet pigeon, and a bully came up and ripped its head off and threw it in his face.
It's for smack.
What? What kind of serial killer bully were they got in Brooklyn? Because isn't he from Brooklyn? Yo, what? Like, replay that. What did he say?
steroids due to the complexion of his face. During their face-off, he would also gift Mike Tyson a pigeon. I think this is an allusion to Mike Tyson's Joker origin story, where as a kid he had this pet pigeon, and a bully came up and ripped its head off and threw it in his face.
Hey, yo, what? Yo, that's crazy, man. They got some serial killer bullies in Brooklyn. That's wild. Ripped off the pigeon's head and put it in his face?
It's for smacking. You want this? The bird ripped the bird head off, hit me with the bird, threw blood on me. But I just fought, and it's not like I was sensational. I was just flaring away, and I guess I hit him more than he hit me, so I won, I guess.
I got you a gift, Mike.
What? Also, I get that he's trying to troll, but
You want no pigeon?
But I wanted you to have this.
Thank you, Jay. Looks like a low budget pedigree, but
hey, yo,
I'll feed him to my falcon.
Oh.
So that's food for your falcon?
Yeah.
And during their face-off, it was pretty obvious that Jake knew better than to troll Mike Tyson to his face, the way he did Tyron Woodley and Ben Askren.
Final word? Can I grip them cheeks after this?
Look at how different he looks there, though. It could be the beard. It could be the beard, but he does look really different.
But I wanted you to have this.
Thank you, Jay. Looks like a low budget pedigree, but I'll feed him to my falcon.
Oh.
So that's food for your falcon?
Yeah.
And during their face-off, it was pretty obvious that Jake knew better than to troll Mike Tyson to his face, the way he did Tyron Woodley and Ben Askren.
Final word? Can I grip them cheeks after this?
I thought that this was crazy as well. At the fight, there's going to be a $2 million owner's package. It features this specially made ringside suite. Other extras include a pre-fight locker visit with Paul and Tyson.
So for $2 million, owner's package, we sold Jake Paul fight. It features specially made ringside suite with extras, including a pre-locker fight visit with Tyson and Paul, private security detail, and standing on stage during the weigh-in. $2 million though? For a couple of hours? That's insane.
Then a private security detail and standing on stage during the weigh-in. Yeah, for 2 million smackaroos, I think that I'll pass.
Yeah, that's like an $2 million. I don't think 2 million. I get it. People are, oh, it's boxing. It's a prestigious sport. It's like 2 million, my G. That's too much.
I mean, you're sitting right there, but you're still watching the thing on TV. It really doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I mean,
wait, the ring is so high, you have to watch it on a little TV. That's crazy.
I gotta say, if somebody actually pays $2 million to sit here, it might take the new record for the biggest waste of money I've ever seen.
Yeah.
These are apparently the official rules of the fight. Knockouts will be permitted.
I mean, it kind of goes back to my gosh, this connection is crazy. It kind of goes back to the question we had about the Super Bowl, how much you would pay. Like, that is like such an ungodly amount of money. That's like probably more than someone making their lifetime for a couple of hours to watch a Mike Tyson and for a Jake Paul fight. $2 million. That's what we're doing. We're paying $2 million for a Jake Paul fight. I don't care how good the seats are. I don't care what little extras you try to put in there. At the end of the day, it's a Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight. Come on.
This will be sanctioned as a pro bout, meaning it will go on both of their records. The fight consists of 8 2-minute rounds. Yeah, I think that maybe Mike's got that. I don't know if I want to see him go into the 8th round. And they are going to be wearing 14-ounce gloves and obviously no headgear. I don't know, like I already said, I do kind of just see this entire situation as a lose-lose for Jake at this point. I want to know what y'all predict is going to happen in this.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's going to be a... I mean, like I said, like he was saying, it's not going to be a situation where Jake Paul's going to look good either way. I don't understand why to do the fight, but if there was anybody that I would want him to go against that unfortunately is old, because it seems like he's dodging anybody that's his age. It would definitely be Mike Tyson. I hope that Mike Tyson takes those cheeks. You already know. But that being said, y'all, it's been a great pod. A great pod. I hope you all have an awesome night. Enjoy your loved ones. I'll see you guys soon, sooner than you think. Trust me. I'm going to finish watching this game. But other than that, thank you for joining the Brothers Keeper podcast. We love you here. Be a broski and be breezy. Peace.
Who's gonna make it? I am the game. You don't want to play me. I am